Here they have shown. If see, all flowers are violet. Violet is the dominant character and white is the recessive character. After test cross is used to find the unknown genotype. Unknown genotype. We know what is the phenotype. Directly by seeing, we can say that this flower is giving violet color flowers. Directly by seeing. But genotype we don't know, because genotype for dominant there are two types. That is homozygous and heterozygous. But for recessive, genotype is only one type. If the flower is giving white, if the plant is giving white flower, that means it is small v, small v. Small v, small v. Why they have taken v, small v, small v? Why they have not taken WW?
So small meaning it is recessive.
Yeah, dominant is W, capital V. That's why they have taken small v as the recessive. Otherwise, you will get confused. So here, if all flowers are violet, it is homozygous. If all plants are tall after the test cross, then it is homozygous. If half of the plants are violet and white, if half of the plants are tall and dwarf, then it is heterozygous. So this is test cross. Next, see what happens. Okay. Then reciprocal cross. Can you read and explain this? A reciprocal cross involves the same trait but carried by opposite to those in the original or first cross. Tall and dwarf. Tall male, dwarf female. What will be the reciprocal cross? Tall female, dwarf male. Same. Means initially mother was having tall character in first cross. Mother means the gynoecium is there, anthers are removed. So pollens from dwarf are transferred to a tall plant. Pollens from dwarf were transferred to a tall plant. And in reciprocal cross, pollens from tall is transferred to a dwarf plant. This is called reciprocal cross. When Mendel did this reciprocal cross, he got the same result. Next, conclusion drawn from monohybrid cross. First one is characters are controlled by discrete unit called factors. Mendel gave the word factors. Later it is said to be genes. Okay. Factors occurs in pairs. Factors always will occur in pair. Capital T, small t. In a dissimilar pair of factors, one member of the pair dominates and the other one is recessive. Okay. So this is law of dominance. Out of two contrasting character, one character expresses, the expressed character is called as dominant character. The character which is not expressed is called as recessive character. So here you can see T, capital T and small t. So if similar pair of factors, then there will be similar pair of factors and dissimilar pair of factors. This recessive and dominant is only visible in when they are dissimilar. When they are dissimilar. If there is capital T, small t, then the plant will be tall because tall is dominant. If capital T, obviously the plant will be dominant. There will be no fight between the factors. If small t, no fight. They will cooperate. But capital T, capital T will dominate the small t. Then second law, law of segregation. Okay. Law of segregation, during gamete formation, the factors of the character pair present in the parents segregate from each other such that a gamete receives only one of the two factors. What Mendel said, there are two factors, capital T and small t. Let us take the example. When there is gamete formation, when I write this Punnett square, I separate the capital T and small t and write. These are the gametes. Okay, that is law of segregation. The factors or the genes separate during gamete formation.
So basically the alleles are separate.
Yeah, the alleles are separate. They will separate during gamete formation. Homozygous parents produce similar gamete. if you see the homozygous first only, if it is homozygous, capital T, or small t, they will produce same gametes. Heterozygous parents produce two kinds of gamete, each having one allele with equal proportion. Heterozygous capital T, they will produce two kinds of gamete. One gamete will carry a character for tall and the other will carry for short. Okay, but they are produced in equal proportion. 50% they will be tall and 50% they will be dwarf gametes. Not 75-25. 50% of the gamete will be tall, 50% of the gamete will be dwarf. So this is law of segregation. First law of dominance, the law of segregation, and the last one is law of independent assortment. Yeah. Then there are others also which are not given by Mendel. Co-dominance. Yeah. That is important. This is just, we are still on in 10th standard. This is just a part of 10th standard. Okay. So law of inheritance of two genes now. We studied inheritance of one gene. We called it as monohybrid cross. Now dihybrid cross means we will study two genes or two characters at one time. Totally how many characters Mendel had studied? 7. There were 7 characters. Initially he started only with tall and dwarf, or violet and white. Okay, he studied only one character. But later he started thinking, why not to study two characters at one time? So what he did, in this cross, two parents differing in two pairs of contrasting characters. Two pairs of contrasting characters are studied at one time. Example, a cross between a pea plant with round and yellow colored seed. So round is one character, yellow is other. So he took a plant which was showing round seeds with yellow color. And the other one was wrinkled seeds with green color. The other plant was having seeds which were wrinkled and green color. So then this is what he did. He pollinated these two plants. That is called cross pollination. He hybridization it. So two characters are round shape and yellow color. So which are the two characters? One is shape, the other is color. One plant he took which is having round shape and yellow color seed. The other plant he took wrinkled shape and green color seed. Okay, now this is how we have to write the homozygous round yellow. Homozygous round yellow will be capital R. Round is dominant. Yellow is also dominant, so it will be capital Y, capital Y. And then homozygous wrinkled. Wrinkled is the recessive character opposite to the round. That's why we will use it as small r, small y, small y. Now when these gametes will be produced, the gametes will have round and yellow. Both the characters will go. Can this have any other character?
No.
There are only two characters, round and yellow. So these gametes which are produced will be RY. Okay. Whereas these gametes will be wrinkled and green. Small r, small y. Wrinkled and green. Now when you cross this RY and RY, okay, everything will be, when you cross this, what you will get is RR Y, small y. When you cross this, you will get RR Y. What is the character shown by this R small r, capital R small r, capital Y small y? Heterozygous. But what are the characters? Will it have round seeds or wrinkled seeds, yellow or green seeds? Round and yellow, because capital R and small capital Y is there. So this will have round and yellow. This one will be heterozygous round yellow.
So that's because the
Capital R and capital Y is there. Yeah, because they are dominating. So obviously it will have capital R round, capital Y. Now what will the gametes produced by this? how the combination can be there. It can be capital R round,
small y,
and let's start with capital Y. Round yellow. The seeds can be round
small y,
green,
small r and capital Y,
wrinkled yellow, wrinkled
small y.
green. Okay, so the gametes produced by the F1 generation will be round yellow, capital R, capital Y, round green, and
Wrinkled yellow,
and wrinkled green. Now, when you self cross this, okay, means you will write here self cross. This is called self cross. You have to see what you are getting. Totally, how many you will get? 16. 4 fours are 16. So when you solve self cross this, you will get 16 different types of plants. So let's see which are the 16. See here, self crossing. First one will be R capital, capital R, capital Y, capital Y, capital Y. So it will be round yellow. Second one here, okay. Second one, if you go this side, capital R, capital R, capital R, capital R, capital Y, small y. Then third one will be capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Okay, chalk is there. You can write. Okay, write this. Okay, you write this here only. I'm not going. There only you are sitting. Okay. Then fourth one will be capital R, capital Y, small r, small y. So these are the different combinations which you will get to see. First you write this, then you write that one. First write, yeah. First you write this one. Let's see what will be the different characteristic. Now this one is capital R, capital Y, round yellow. Okay, this one will be round yellow, capital R, capital Y. This one capital R, capital Y. Just see the capital letters. Round yellow. Capital R, capital Y, round yellow. Capital R, capital Y, round yellow. Capital R, capital Y is there, round yellow. Now here there is capital R but small y. No capital Y, so it will be round green. This one is capital R, capital Y is there, round yellow. Capital R, small y, round green. This one capital R, small capital Y. Just see the capital R, capital Y, round yellow. Capital R, capital Y, round yellow. Small r, capital Y, wrinkled yellow. Small r, capital Y, wrinkled yellow. Capital R, capital Y, round yellow. Capital R, small y, round green. Then wrinkled yellow and wrinkled green. Now just tell me how many round seeds are there? Count and tell. Round seed. Just check only one character which is round. And how many wrinkled?
12,
12 round seeds are there. And how many wrinkled?
4,
4. What is the ratio?
12 is to 4.
12 is to 4 is equal to?
Uh,
3. What?
no,
12 is to 4.
3 is to 1.
3 is to 1. 12 is to 4. 4 and 3 is to 1 will be the ratio. Okay. 12 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4. 4 threes are 12. Now tell how many yellow and green seeds are there?
Yellow and green.
How many yellow and green? First we saw round and wrinkled. It was 3 is to 1 ratio. How many yellow and green?
12. 12 yellow.
12 yellow and green, 4 green. So the ratio for 3 is to 1 only. So both the ratio were 3 is to 1, just like where we saw this ratio 3 is to 1.
The
First one, the monohybrid cross. F2 generation monohybrid cross. Okay. So on observing F2 generation, Mendel found that the yellow and green colors segregated in 3:1 ratio. Also, round and wrinkled was segregating in 3:1 ratio. Okay. So now there will be 9 round yellow. Okay. 3 round green, 3 wrinkled yellow, and 1 wrinkled green. This is the dihybridic phenotypic cross ratio. Dihybrid phenotypic ratio 9:3:3:1. Okay. How we have got this? This ratio can be derived as combination of 3 yellow:1 green and 3 round:1 wrinkled. Okay. So this ratio is very important. They can ask dihybrid phenotypic ratio and monohybrid phenotypic ratio of F2 generation. What is the monohybrid F2 generation phenotypic ratio? Phenotypic is 3:1 and genotypic is 1:2:1. Now let's see the genotypic ratio. This is the genotypic ratio. Genotypic ratio means how many different combinations are there that we have to see. R, capital R, capital R, Y, capital R, capital Y is only one. Okay. Then capital R, small y, capital Y, small y. This. So there are total of 2. You have to find it. Okay. If you write, you have to find. Then that's all. If you write neatly, then you can come to know. Okay.
Capital R. I think that's.
So you have to find, and this is the ratio. Now for class 10, it was not there.
Yeah, it's considered.
It was something written complicated.
Yeah.
Chapter was not there, but ratio was written as complicated. But here the ratio is 1:2:2:4 1:2:1:2:1. Along with this, you have to write this also, the combination. Okay, simply you cannot write 1:2:1 because this combination is also very important. So this is genotypic ratio of dihybrid cross. Okay, we'll stop here then. This law of independent assortment will do afterwards. This law of independent assortment, Mendel got after doing dihybrid cross. Okay. Now, if you have time, you can find out how many were there.